Alright, how's it going, everybody? Optifire here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Fanstoys Gaudi, their take on a masterpiece hook. So here we are, and here he is in his vehicle mode, and he looks amazing. I love this thing. Now, I do have a bit of something that I will explain when we get down to combine mode, but right now, he looks fantastic. Like, let's get in close here on some of the details. You can see silver's used here for the lights. Sorry about that. You can see silver right here for the headlights. Got nice chrome right there for the rims. Some nice paint work. I'm glad that the paint matches on all of them. Thank God, because I don't know what I'd do if it didn't. But you can see as well, they're still using the pink windows and windshields. Here's the back. Here he is underneath. Case care. I don't know if this is the right way for his head, but it hasn't scratched, so I'm assuming it is right. Now, he does roll very, very nice and smooth, and that's thanks to the rubber tires. So, for comparison, I don't have my Unite Warriors hook. Like, he's still in combine mode on the shelf. I forgot to do that, so you won't be seeing him in this one, unfortunately. That was just my bad. I completely forgot all about him. But here he is with the team. We'll put Scrapper right there. We'll put Scavenger right here. And there you go. This is how the team is shaping up thus far. And I can't wait until we have this set completed. Long Haul should be coming out next month. And then we need Mixmaster and the Bone Crusher, and that's it. So, yeah. So, there you have that. There you have that. Now, he does come with quite a bit of accessories. A few of them are for robot mode. Some of them are for combined mode. I'm not going to show off the combined mode ones until we actually get Devastator fully combined. But he does come with his gun. Nicely painted. It's literally the exact same paint they used with all of them. So, there is that. And it stores right here, which, personally, I don't care for the weapon storage. I never really did. But the only one I think works are probably Scavengers and Scrappers. Now, one thing as well, you do get a couple play features here. So you can take this, you can lift this up like that. You can shorten this, you can extend it. This, though, how the instructions want you to have it is fully extended like that. And then you can rotate this. So if you wanted, you could have it like that. You could have it like this. You could have it at this angle. You could have it facing all the way back or right here. You can pretty much have it anywhere. And that's what a lot of people like about it. Now, something else that they added is a working hook. And also, one thing I never mentioned is that this hook is die-cast. It is a nice, I'm just going to take this. It is a nice die-cast metal. So, yeah, and you can bring it up, or you can bring it down, like so. And, that's totally up to you, however you want to have it. Personally, me, though, I kind of keep it up because it makes everything easier. And, yeah, so speaking of everything, let's get down to transformation. So, we're going to go into combine mode first, then we'll go into robot mode. That's what I did with all of them. That's what I'm going to do with all of them. And I might show the transformation again. When we get the final one, I'll probably show off transformation. But you want to take the hook. Let me bring him close here. you want to take the hook, and there is this gap under here. You just want to take his hook, bring it up and into there. You'll feel it go into place like that. There we go. It went in. It'll sit just like that in there. And then what you can do is you can take this, collapse that, and then collapse this whole thing in like so. And then I'm just going to bring this up to keep it out of the way. So now we get to a bit of a difficult part, this section. And it's not difficult with transformation, it's difficult the way it tabs in. So we're going to come here. You want to split it down the middle here, like that. And then it hooks in up here. So I've been trying to, like that. That's the easiest time I've had doing that. But I've been afraid of breaking it. So do not just separate. You can see that is a hook tab. It goes in here. It hooks on. You'll break it if you try to force it. I would know. I already did break something. We're about to see that, actually. I think it's on this side. But we're going to take this, bring this up. We're going to undo this. You want these just tab in to the arm right here. You just want to untab it and then undo this bit and bring the arm out. Trust me, it makes it easier. Rotate this around like so. We can bring this up right here. Come to this. Bring that out. And then you want to bring this section down. Don't break. Do not break. Please do not break. I am scared. Do not break. Oh, please don't break. Oh, thank God. Okay. Oh, you want to bring that down and into there like so. This side broke and like it stays on when these are tabbed in, but it you'll see. But bring this up as well. Oh, one thing I want to mention, actually, you should probably do first. There we go. Is to take this, you want to bend this here, and then you want to take this and fold that up like so. Okay. Anyway, take this, bring this section up, get your thumb on this, your nail on this slot there, because it makes this next step easier. Now you want to come here and close this. This tab will slot in there, and then this just, well, it sits where it is. So then I recommend to get this back first, and then this in. And then you can just take this, bring that down, take this bit, you want to bend it 90 degrees, and then maybe even a little more than 90, and then bring it in like so. And then we can rotate this back around, close this section back up, take this, bring it down. Now, you want it like this when you're going to alt mode, but for combine mode, you want it to be flat, and you want this part out. So just have it like that, and now we are done, at least with that side. Nearly. I'll explain in a minute. Now it's this side. Bring this. Undo. Undo. Yep, and this is the part that broke. See there? That's the plastic. It's just so tight in there, and you can't even get anything in there to undo the screw or to loosen it at least. So it became very tight, and then it broke, but it holds on in all three modes, so honestly, I could care less. It's just, these things are just way too tight. And that's what's scary, because I don't want to break it. So, but anyway, again, bring that down, fold this in, collapse that back in, bring this back, rotate it around. Make sure to flip this like that. And now, again, we can keep that. You want to undo this crotch section here because now we can undo this whole thing like that. And this is where things start to come together. So let's tab the legs back in. There is this tab here, and this tab here, this slot here, this slot here. Then the hook tab is going to go right into here. So just take it, bring it like this, make sure these tab back together as well. Make sure that's straight. There we go. And now you want to rotate. I'm going to bring that up. Rotate this way. And these will just sit there. You want to tab the arm back into place. So there is this tab here that's going to slot in right there. So just take this, slot that back in. Come to the wheel here. You want to undo this. Bring this whole thing down. And the arm is going to sit into here. So, and then this will slot in to that right here. So just bring this whole thing around the best that you can. Oh, bring the elbow to this one down. We can tab it back in, but we want the elbow down. It kind of reminds me of the Unite Warriors or Combiner Wars ones, whichever one. But anyway, now we want to get this in, and it's a little bit difficult. Just got to line everything up just the proper way. There we go. Then we can push it. Push down like that. Again, this arm is going to just go into those like that. Oh, and make sure these are tabbed back together. And then that this is tabbed in like that. And you can also fold these back in up here. Then we can come here, open this up. There is this panel in here, which this is easy. Or was easy. Come on. Come on out. It's the camera's on. So now things don't want to work or do. There we go. Fold this out. And now this will go right into this slot here. So you just want to take them, bring them up here, and they will tab in like so. One thing I'm going to do is just to bring up the head because you pop this out then. Bring this down as well. Bring this out. Fold this around. Bring that up. We can also bend this elbow back like that. And we're almost done. Rotate this way, right here. You want to bring it down on this hinge and then fold this down. And we can bring the crane back down. Not on. There we go. Like that. And this will kind of just lock into there. And now, oh wait, no, don't lock it in yet. I do not close this. Let me readjust real quick a bit so that way you guys can see and get the gist of what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so there is this. I keep it undone a bit because it is a pain in the butt to get undone because it stays tabbed in there like crazy. So just undo that. Bring this up like so. Come here. Undo this. You want to bring this back. And then we can bring this whole thing down. Rotate this. Push it. It'll slide. You'll hear it click into place when you have it. And then we can bring this back down. Bring the crane down onto it. Come on. There we go. Bring this back down. Again, I am not going to close this. all the way. I'm just going to close it enough for me to get in there to undo it because it's scary. Very scary. So there's that. And this will just sit like that. I'll save this for last, or one of the last things, because there's I want to talk about. So we'll come here, bring this down, take this section, bring this around, bring that in, and you want it like that. And now, well, we can work on the head. Take this, split that, and we can rotate around the face, and there we go. Here's his combine mode, but not really. Oh, no, no, no. Lots of people stop here. And the reason... Oh, I forgot to have this back in if you can. This one won't tab back in because it's like that. Come on. Tab. There we go. People forget about this step. You want to come here and undo it. I was messing around with this, and I'm like, it's on a hinge. You want to bring this down, rotate this around, bring this up, and then bring this back. This is the combine mode slot for Scavenger, for when he's in combine mode. Lots of people didn't show it because it's not in the instructions at all. Like, none whatsoever. They don't talk about it. They didn't show it in their instructional video either. So, it's not there. I discovered it as like I said, I was just messing around with him and I'm like, okay, this feels like it can hinge. And that's when I'm like, okay, let me try to pull up on it. And I was like, well, I don't want to break it, but then I already did break it by mistake, trying to transform him. But yeah, but this is combine mode, now officially done. And he looks really, really cool. He looks nice and tune accurate. There's the face. I will show off everything when we get the full Devastator combine mode. And yeah, but this looks very nice and cartoon accurate. Oh, I can't wait to complete this set. It's going to look sick on the shelf next to Bruticus and to another combiner that I'm not revealing it until until he gets in. When he arrives, then I will. But right here you can see we got the slider for Bone Crusher. And all of these here are probably connections for Log Haul. So, yeah, everything here I think is going to connect into Long Haul and then go from there. But yeah, I love how they hid the face as well. So, this is combine mode. So now let's get down to robot mode. From this point, it's pretty easy. So, bring this back up. Bring this up. I'm going to just open this whole thing because it will make this next few steps easier. Undo the sides of the faces right here. Rotate that around. And then we can just bring these and tab them back in. Want to bring it this way. Push it in. Push. Scared of breaking it. And then we can bring that down. You don't want to bring it like this because this, oh, it does sit in. It did it before, but I don't think it's gonna close. Yeah, no, it doesn't close properly like this. So you want to rotate it this way and have the flat point there, and then bring this back up, and this tab will slot in right there, like so. Bring this down like this. We can bring this back down, and then just, again, this is what I'm going to do. Is just, I closed it all the way. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Whatever. He's going to be in bot mode anyway until we get combine mode, so, yeah. So now we're going to undo all of this. And it's kind of, you want to push up like that. And there, you can see it worked-ish. But now you want this up here. And then we want to bring this metal rod like that and push it in on itself like so we can get this whole thing together like that. Now just take the crotch piece, slot that back, and there you go. Undo this. We can close these all back up. And then this, just fold this in, bring that in, bring this up, and then fold this whole thing back in like so. And I'm not going to close it yet because it actually makes the head easier. You also want to rotate this back around, bring that back down, and there we go. So now we can come here, we can, once again, we want to split the legs again, like so. There we go. Rotate. I'm just going to start with this side. I had to loosen the screw on this as well because it was very tight when I was trying to get this back out. Bring that up. Open this panel. Bring this out. Don't even worry about this because I can just now tab it back in and there. So now, while I'm here, I'm going to take this, rotate it around like so. Next step is make sure it's all the way. Is it? It might not be. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You want to bring this in and then bring this up against here. And this will sit right in there. Bring that up like so. Rotate it. Rotate the thigh back around. Make sure to close that. Rotate this here. Then we can bring this up. Bring that at an angle. And these two tabs will slot into those two slots right there. Like so. And then this will slot in right there. And then this will tab in there. So just bring these like that. And oh, what? Make sure this is back in place first before you do any of this. I forgot about it. Rotate this around. And now we can boom, boom. There we go. Now properly get everything in place. Just like so. There you go. Get a leg done. Same thing but different on this side because you're not working with this. So once again though, we will rotate this around. Bring this up, which was also very tight. Bring this out, bring that out. Do not break, please do not. Dear God, do not break. Okay, it didn't break, yay. Bring this around, and there is this tab that will go right into there, like so. Close that back up, bring it around, rotate the foot around, and now this whole section will undo, and then you want to fold it. This will just sit in there, and this tab will slot into there. Like so. And then we can come here, bring this in, and then this tab will slot in right there. Like so. And this tab will slot in right here. And there is no other connection. So, there we go. We got both his legs done and ready to go. So now we got to readjust once again. There we go. So now for the arms. The arms are pretty simple, but again, it's tight. That is what's scary. Take this, bring it out. It's on a ratchet. Like that. Bring this. It's on a ratchet. There we go. We'll bring the head up now. Close this. And I don't... Nope, I can't do this by hand. So, I bring in my tweezers here to kind of use as like a spudger. You just want to come here and this will come out. You can see this is it. This comes out. There we go. Yep. Okay, it's out. I probably scratched so much paint on those parts of the head trying to do that, but it's very tight, which I guess better too tight than too loose, but like it's scary, especially when things break on you because of how tight they are. I'm not going to try to... Nope. Okay, so now come here. Want to bring this panel down. Bring this, open that up. Bring out the hand, which on this side, it's also, guess what? You're going to hear this a lot. Very tight. Oh, make sure these are straightened out. Come here to this one. This one is not tight at all, but it's not even that loose either. But it's loose enough for me to actually feel safe to do that one. But after all of that, there we go. Here is Gaudi, I think it's Gaudi, in his robot mode. And he does look very accurate to how we see Hook in the cartoon. I'm trying to readjust real quick. Oh, how could I forget? I can't believe I forgot this. Normally, I'm good with this. In the box, you get the collector's card. Fanstoys, Gaudi. Here's the bio and text specs. I can't believe I forgot that. But yeah, he's really good. Let's get in close here on that head sculpt. It is a very nice head sculpt. I can definitely see Hook in that. I think he looks really nice. And then going down, you can see nice paint they used. This is like a nice... It's not really a silver, but it's not a white either, but it still looks good. Going down the side. Then going up the back. The backpack is definitely clean. I also left the QC sticker on because it's on the back. So normally I don't care when it's not visible. All that. So yeah. He looks very amazing. Like, very cool. So now let's bring in comparisons. Alright, so let me put Hook right. We'll leave him in there in the middle. We will put Scavenger right here. This is right, and then we got Gary, which is Scrapper, right here. And this is how the team is shaping up thus far. They're all pretty much the same size, and I love the way they all look together. I cannot wait to finish the set and to get Devastator. It's going to be amazing. Like, very, very amazing. So, yeah. So there you have that. And there you have that. So now let's go over the articulation on Gaudi. His head, he can rotate about that much. Due to the way these are designed, he can look down, and not really any up. His arms can, if you bring this up, his arms can go up to there. No full 360, just due to the way it's designed. Outward, if you bring it in a bit, it goes up about that far. If you use the transformation joint and this joint, you get a nice butterfly joint. So yeah, there's that. You get a bicep swivel. You do get a single jointed elbow, but it gives you a little over 90 degrees of bend there, which I love how they painted it to kind of match up with, you know, the tires there. So bring that. He does have an ab crunch, giving you about that much. It's just one. It's just one click, but he does have a waist rotation. Now it's very limited, like this. You only get that much. If you bend it, you kind of get a bit more, which you can get a full 360 if you leave it bent. You have to utilize it like that anyway when you open him, because when he comes packaged with the waist backwards. So I just want to make you guys aware of that. His legs move forward that far, back about that far, outward. He can do the full splits. Swivel right here at the thigh. You get a, I don't know if it's meant to be a double jointed knee, but I'm not going to try to force it because I don't want to break anything else. But you get single joint that gives you about that much there. Rotation at the feet, and then ankle tilt right there. So he is still as posable as the other ones, or similar, similar. Oh my god, he's similar. There, done. Oh, he's got wrist rotations and individual finger articulation, just like the others. I didn't mention that, but they're all the same hands. So yeah. Now he can, of course, hold his gun. And of course, with this one, they actually give you two tabs. So the tab here and a tab here. So you can have it on either hand. And of course, it's the typical tab in the slot of the palm method of weapon holding that I think like all Masterpiece Transformers utilize, or majority of them. So there is that. Now, you do also get extra faces. So you do get a screaming face right there. And then you do also get him falling because, you know, his knees are, of course his knees are weak, but everything else on him is very tight. The knees aren't that weak, but still. Okay. And I just dropped it. Okay. And then you get this face. Nice, like, smiling, happy face. And to switch them out, it is simple. You just take the head, you bring it up, and then you want to push down on this face. Like so. And then we can put on this one. Like that. And you got a happy hook. Bring it. Push it down. And then we can have this, which it's hard to show in there, but you can see it's just a T-tab. Or, yeah, that slots up. Then this tab just slots in there. And then you get an angry face for hook. But I keep him... I pretty much keep all my feet, even the ones that do come with an extra face. The only one I actually utilized, but I'm keeping him with the neutral face. The only one I actually switched the face out on was my Swindle from Magic Square, because Swindle's personality is that way. So, but there you go. And yeah, this was Hook. And again, this is actually a really good figure. I do recommend it. Just please do not make the mistake that I did with this one where, you know, when I was trying to do this, the screw broke. If yours is tight, just be slow, take it simple. It was fine when I did it, and then when I got it into combine mode, and then I was just trying to get it into bot mode, and it broke. So please use caution. Be careful when you're messing with these figures. They're expensive. You don't want to break them. Now, I don't know why this is here, but it's cartoon accurate. So he's definitely going to get a con logo the next time you see him. And yeah, oh, you know what? Let me show him off as well with one more. Here he is with Shockwave. Of course, he's still taller than everyone. They all are. So there you go. But yeah, so if you did like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so that way you guys never miss a new video. And I will see you guys in the next video.